to get something done. Don't be tunnel vision. You got to think with a panoramic view. The church is bigger than you. It's bigger than your singing group. The church doesn't revolve around your singing group. It revolves around Jesus. Don't ever start thinking, what will the church do about me? I tell you, roll on. God doesn't need you. You need God. Preach. Somebody was determined. They were determined. So they walked up on top of the roof. And they took the roof off. Oh, when the church starts taking the roof off. Preaching good now. Oh, when the church starts taking the roof off without singing.
Come on now.
Stop just playing. When we sing. Some folk don't like all that can on.
Come on now.
That's what they call it. But there'll be somebody who don't mind taking the roof off. Conventional means. I remember when we started spending the kind of money we spend on homecoming. Somebody said, Blakney, why are you going to spend all that money on just 2 or 3 days? That's because I want to take the roof off. I'm not one of those preachers who don't believe that you can't raise your hand. Not because you're just raising your hand, but because God has been good to you. Now I come to church and I have my church on the way to church. God had me say it a number of times. I don't ever wait to get to church in order to have church. Paul Williams may not be singing, and if he ain't singing, you may not be able to get your church on. Warren G may not be singing, and if he ain't there, you can't get your church on. The master ceremonies from last night's program, Steve Adams, may not be singing, and you can't get your church on. Jerome Malone and the Malone boys may not be there, and you can't get your church on. But oh, if you realize what the Lord has done for you, you can get your church on the way to church. I don't wait to see what's going to happen at church. I'm already ready when I get ready to go to church. Somebody understand what I'm saying? I'm so glad that this young man decided to take the roof off. It'll always take a lot of folk to take the roof off. We want thousands of people to assemble, but sometimes it's just the 2 or 3 that's gathered in my name. Have you ever had a good church service and half your members wasn't there with the Lord came into the middle of your assembly hall and start having church that morning? I've learned it doesn't take a lot of folk. It just takes some folk who know what the Lord is doing. Let me close this thing this morning. Y'all just say, man, when you can. There was unity in purpose. There was unity in plan. He was born of 4. Purpose was to get him to Christ. Unity and determination. They took off the roof, and then finally there was the results of the unity. Well, what was the results of the unity? Well, when they got him to King Jesus, I'm so glad I know the Lord for myself. I met him a long time ago, way back down in Alabama. I met the Lord some years ago. Went in the water, had my sin washed away in the blood of the Lamb. Came up out of the water, a blood-bought child of God. Started walking on the King's Highway. Been walking ever since then. Been meeting some mountains along the way, but I've learned to climb the mountains by myself. The Lord will give me the strength to climb. Had some health problems along the way, but Jesus is a mighty good God. Somebody been here, been in the hospital like I've been, but won't he make a way somehow? I got a wife at home right now that's fighting with cancer, but God is a way-making God. He can take things and do things that nobody else believes can be done. Somebody who's been in here ought to say, man, you've been down before, but the Lord raised you up. Have you ever had those times in life when you didn't know how you were going to make it, didn't know how the ends were going to come together, didn't know where the money was coming from, but the Lord stepped right in on time time. Ain't he a way making God? Somebody in here ought to say yeah. Amen. As I close this thing out, Paul, they took him back to King Jesus. When they got him over there, the Lord did what he does best, and that's heal every broken heart. The Lord can heal any illness. He didn't have to touch him with his hand. He just looked at him and said, son, thy sins be forgiven thee. Is that right? But there were still folks standing around there who didn't believe in letting another person get blessed. Is that right? There are some folk who are blessing blockers. I talked about it down in Rikersville one year. Blessing blockers in the church. They don't block your blessings if they can. They're always determined to keep you from getting blessed. All the blessing blockers around the front door trying to keep that man from getting blessed. All right, they weren't necessarily trying to do it deliberately, but they were keeping him from being blessed. There are folk you're hanging out with that might be blessing blockers. There's some folk you're spending time with that might be blessing blockers. Is that right? There's some folk you're singing in a group with that might be blessing blockers. There's some folk that you may be preaching to that might be blessing blockers. Stop folk from blocking your blessing. If you can't get your blessing that way, God got it for you another way. And so it was. They let him down, and God just spoke to him and said, thy sins be forgiven thee. And he came to the right source. Ain't Jesus the right source this morning? As I close this thing along. Time ago when I met him, I saw him crossing the Judean hills by the way of Mark and John and Luke. I saw him as he was born in Nazareth, came to 42 generations. I saw him as he got up in the back was killed in Nazareth of Judea. I saw him one day walk down the cobblestone streets of Jerusalem, and they laid him down between two thieves. I saw him when they raised him high and they dropped him lower. Saw him when they stretched him wide. Saw him when he dropped his head between the locks of his shoulder and they said it's done. I saw him when the judges went from their judicial chambers and took off all of their regalia and said Jesus the carpenter is now dead. I saw him when they put him in Joseph of Arimathea's new tomb. They laid him there and put some soldiers to block and hold the tomb still. I saw him as they walked away and they sealed the tomb on Sunday morning. I saw him as he lay there all day and all night on Saturday. I saw him as he lay there on Friday. But I saw him Sunday morning. Somewhere down the line, God dispatched an angel that came from the corridors of heaven, and he came down quicker than quicker, came down and rolled the stone away, and Jesus got up with all power in his hand. Ain't he somebody special in your life this morning? I saw him when he stepped out of the tomb, and an angel told them, why seek ye the dead among the living? He ain't dead no more. He got up early this morning. Go tell my disciples to meet me in Jerusalem. I saw him when he went over there to Jerusalem, and he talked to some folk along the way, stepped on a cloud one day and went back to the corridors of glory. I saw him when the Garden of Gethsemane before he left and said, Father, neither do I pray these for these alone, but it's better as thou shalt send me. Is that right? Saw him when he took that blood he shed on Calvary. Acts 22 verse 16, the 1 John chapter 1 and verse number 7, St. John 19:34. When they pierced him in his side and forthwith came out blood and water, took that blood and bought the church of Christ with it. Is that right? The church is blood bought. Is that right? The church is Holy Ghost filled. Church is heaven bound. I'm so glad to be a member of a church I can read about in the Bible. When I came in this morning, I came in with joy in my heart. I don't need nobody to give me this joy. I got up this morning and my legs worked all by themselves. I got up and I was able to feed myself. You young people don't know what I'm talking about. But soon and very soon, when time begins to turn on you and your back starts to bend and your hair turns gray, after a while those things start meaning stuff to you. I got up this morning and my children were still on the time side of life. I could call them on the phone and hear their voices. Get up! And I still got an old mother down in Alabama that her voice rings on the telephone. I got up! And I still had a car to drive when so many folk are walking. Get up! Put on a suit when so many folk are naked. I got up! Had some money in my pocket when so many folk are broke. Get up! Had a voice when so many people can't talk. Get up! And my eyes can't open when so many folk can't see. Get up! And had a voice when so many folk can't talk. I got up! Not on my own power, but by the power of the Almighty God. Somebody up in here on a say, man. He's good in the morning. He's good in the
I really love the Lord. Well, Lord, and I really love the Lord. Let the song be your testament this morning. Lord, you don't know what He's done for me. For me. Really